All right, this day in history, February 26, 2026. A couple of famous birthdays. Johnny Cash was born this day in 1932, and Levi Strauss on this day in 1829. The Jeans guy. All right, we're going from the oldest to the greatest, the oldest to the latest. February 26, 1917, President Wilson learns of the Zimmermann telegram, a message from German Foreign Secretary Arthur Zimmermann to the German ambassador of Mexico proposing a Mexican-German alliance in the event of a war with the U.S. and Germany. February 26, 1919, the Grand Canyon is designated a national park by President Woodrow Wilson. February 26, 1929, Grand Teton National Park is established in Wyoming. February 26, 1935, Hitler authorizes founding the Reich Luftwaffe as a third German military service to join the Reich Army. Luftwaffe was their air force. Funny story though, after World War I, the Germans were not allowed, due to the Treaty of Versailles, which was after World War I, to have an air force or military. So, conveniently, in 1926, a German civilian airline named Lufthansa was established to train pilots, and of course, those guys became World War II pilots. So, Hitler was sneaky. February 26, 1968, mass graves were discovered in Hue, North Vietnam during the Tet Offensive and found that about 2,800 civilians were massacred by commie troops. Other estimates pushed the death toll to 1,500 during the 25-day siege. February 26, the last U.S. Marines leave Beirut, Lebanon, as part of a multinational peacekeeping force and an 18-month deployment where 250 out of 800 Marines were killed. And February 26, 2012, Florida teenager Trayvon Martin was shot and killed while walking home from a convenience store by George Zimmerman, a neighbor and watch volunteer. I call him a Karen, in Sanford, Florida. Trayvon was only 17 years old. He loved aviation, and he was unarmed. Florida was one of the worst Jim Crow-era states in the 20th century, which harshly enforced black codes and had the most lynchings per capita between 1918 and 1927, and was 17 times more dangerous than North Carolina. Zimmerman was acquitted of second-degree murder in 2013, which caused national outrage and protests. That is all, and have a good one.